Greetings, my listeners. I have been sharing my thoughts with you in the form of stories, and you all have encouraged me to keep writing. The tiny note of appreciation, joining me as followers, have always motivated me to write something for my dear readers. Today, I would like to share my thoughts on the grave evil that has plagued our society for far too long: female foeticide. While there have been some improvements over the years, the shadow of the cruel practices still linger on, demanding our attention and action. So here am I presenting you my thoughts on the subject. A sight into a habitual action, that is the female foeticide. Sometimes I often wonder how our society molds us and our perspectives into something completely different that we are or the ideas we have. When a child is born, we rejoice. We feel happy about it. But is it the same that we really do if a girl is born? Many of us might be having a different answer to this question. But still, I feel our answers are biased. We have modified our thinking according to the society we live in, where a girl is valued low in comparison to a boy. Whenever a woman gets pregnant, the first visit to a doctor is to know about the well-being of the child and the mother. But as the days pass, the visits to a doctor change in its motive. Now the motives are not simply knowing about the well-being of the child, the issues get changed. Now the influential matters change to knowing about the sex of the child. To my surprise, even the mother of the child agrees for a sex determination. Not for she wants it, but because of the pressure of the society, the pressure of the family, the pressure of the people living in the neighborhood. Sometimes the pressure is so much on the would-be mother to give birth to a boy that she goes into depression and even ends up in miscarriage or even early delivery. Yet there are a few parents too who don't get the sex determined. They let the mother nourish her child in her womb. But that very fine day, when she delivers the child and the nurse tells the news that it's a baby girl, at the very moment she is abandoned and thrown away in the child adopting centers. The story of the girl child doesn't end up here. As in the adoption houses, people only go for adopting boys. When the God created lives on earth, He never gave the option of choosing the sex of the child, as it will balance their existence in life. Then who are we to select only a boy child? Why not a girl? A woman, a girl, a wife, and sister. She plays so many roles in our lives. If there wasn't she, whom we call our mother, how would we ever be able to see this world? If she, as a wife or a sister, had never helped us or supported us, how would we be able to rise and stand erected in our worst situations? She does it all for everyone by getting up early, doing every stuff from morning till the evening. But does she ever raises a voice? She never does. She never cries, even when you kill her in the womb. I am never able to understand what a woman is. A girl is. But no doubt she takes up all the pains, the ill from the society to cry alone silently. She doesn't let the man feel down, who has the upper hand in a society, but quietly listen to him and never reply back, even if he is wrong. It's not the matter of can't. She too is capable of doing everything. But the fact is that she is humble, respective to all the rules and regulations the society has created and tied her in. Where God has given her more powers to handle the pains, the sufferings, she also is given the biggest boon of having the complete, the vast world inside her womb that makes her feel fulfilled. Her babies, no matter what sex they are, always close to her heart, and a minor hurt or injury to her kids make her sad. Killing her baby is a very biggest crime, and it's like killing the mother too. By killing a girl child, we not only kill the child, but her mother too. We kill her deep love, we kill her emotions, we kill her mentally and emotionally. That is too brutal. But the question arises as to where from this thinking crept up in our society. Was this the man who didn't favor the girl, or was it the woman herself who needed to follow the same rituals and practices that she had faced in her childhood or in her married life? No matter what the consensus says, what data depict as improvements, but things once inscribed on one's mind is too difficult to erase. Where it's going on since long generations. And today, we need to promise ourselves to change these inscriptions, these ill and irrelevant thoughts that only boys are worth carrying. Even girls have a healthy, gentle, and a loving heart. Well, we all have the answers as to whom to prefer and whom to neglect. But the questions still remain unanswered as to why make it a choice. Just love them both equally. Thank you.